Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 167. Today we have a basketball mixer. First time in almost a couple months, I think, or maybe a little bit over a month that we've had a basketball mixer. But nonetheless, we got some 2020-2021 Prizm, 2 blasters in a retail box, some 1920 Mosaic and in the form of blasters and a cello box, and then Chronicles on the blasters. So I will need a slight bit of help just with the 2020-2021 Prizm, just in terms of like who to sleeve, top load instantly, stuff like that. I know Prizm's just wild in terms of like base card values too, so if there's any vet base that I need to be sleeving and top loading along the way throughout the book break in Twitch chat, just please let me know. But yeah, let's get underway into the team randoms here. So 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Again, as a heads up, if you are past order number, we have 2 breaks of basketball tonight because the first one was really, really popular. So if you're past a certain order number, you're actually in the second one. So I think it's like 337 to 5 and above, or are in the second one that'll be right after this. So, anyways, team random time. Here are a list of names, and just if you don't see your name, you will be in that second break. So here we go. 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Once, twice, and 3rd time. Francois on top, Justin on the bottom. Teams. Once, twice, and 3rd time. Again, let me know what teams are good too. Like I mean, obviously I know you want Hornets, Pelicans. They're still like good in this. Grizzlies, Lakers. But yeah, Francois, you got Golden State, Jordan with the Jazz, Allen with the Raptors, Chris with the Trailblazers, James with the Mavericks, Joshua with the Pacers, Robert with the Pistons, Matthew with the Clippers, David, you got the Suns, Annette, you got the Grizzlies, Henry with the Thunder, Tyler with the Cavs, Steve with the Magic, Kyle with the Heat, Tony with the Knicks, Edelin with the Spurs, Lawson with the Bulls, Fotis, you got the Pelicans, Gabriel with the Lakers, Andrew with the Rockets, Robert with the Nuggets, Cody, you got the Hornets, Ryan with the Celtics, Edward with the Nets, Tyler with the Bucks, Carter with the T-Wolves, Justin with the Wizards, Mark with the Hawks, Ethan with the Kings, and Justin, 76ers. So I will get this over. Ooh, I need to get the football team or basketball team viewer up here. The football one is going to show up for half a second. I don't know, I can just save it as a football one. So that's smart. It has been so long since I've edited this, actually, that it's not in my recents. Is this one right? Yes. Okay, I did it last month. That's not too bad. I'm just grabbing the break name here, and then we'll get the names pasted over, and then we'll get started. 67, and just bring this down a touch to 48. Perfect. Excel, stream, copy all of them. There we go. That's better. All right, I'm just gonna double check some of the names again. It's been a little bit. Cavs are correct. All right, everything looks good. Save. This will just save as the NFL team viewer because why not? It should load up properly. So there we go. There are your teams. Again, we'll allow a couple seconds for trades here. Gonna get started pretty quickly. I'm just gonna get a quick sip of water. Yeah, again with Prizm, let me know who I should be looking out for. Obviously, like the big names. If there's any vets that I'm missing, I'll grab those. Actually, I'm gonna go run and wash my hands quickly, just because after moving everything around and grabbing everything, just to get some finger grease off there. I'll be back in like legitimately a minute. That'll be the time. By the time I'm back for trades. Oh my god, my cat is shrinked out. Alright. Hey, Pistons would be good next year. Right? Alright, I don't see anything on the trade front, so let's get started. Let's do Chronicles first. Chronicles and Mosaic Blasters and Mosaic Cello. And then go from there. I remember who again had to, I think it was Kofi, he had to eat the hot wings because he said he will do the hot wings challenge if they get first overall, and then it happened. He's like, I've never been so happy to do it, but also I need to get the storage box properly set up here. Here we go. Alright, Chronicles time. And I'll be a little bit less picky on the insta-sleeve and top loads here, but Davis for the Raptors, Garland on the pink for the Cavs, Clark for the Grizzlies, DeRozan for the Spurs, and DeAndre Hunter for the Hawks on the essentials. Doumbia for the Pistons, Alexander Walker for the Pelicans, Colbert for the T-Wolves. He just got traded, right? White for the Bulls on the XR, and Johnson for the Suns. Kai Bowman for the Warriors, PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets. Numbered rookies and stars here. Tybalt to 99 on the blue rookies and stars. That's cool. With the Zion for the Pelicans on the prestige behind it. I haven't honestly seen this in a while. Is that? Yeah. And Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs. I feel like that's a different Zion prestige than what I recognize. I don't know why. But am I correct in saying that? Like that, I feel like that's a different Zion Prestige rookie. I don't know. It's just been a while since I've opened it. No, it's the same one. It's been a while since I've opened it. Okay, cool. I'm glad it's that and not I'm just that out of it. Garland for the Cavs. Morant for the Grizzlies. Bobo for the Nuggets. Rose for the Pistons. And Davis for the Lakers. I'll do the same thing here. Like, the non-major ones will sleeve up. But like, I knew that this is what the P rookie for Jaw looked. Excuse me, what the Jaw looked like. I mean, you know what the Jaw dunk looks like. So, why did we put that to the side? Let's put that front and center. It's a numbered card. Hunter for the Hawks. Sabonis for the Pacers. On the pink. Garland for the Cavs. Hayes for the Pelicans on the Prestige. They just look different. The finish is different from football. That's what it is. They just look slightly different. And Brazdeikis for the Knicks. Poole for Golden State. Hero for the Heat. Langford for the Celtics. Kobe White for the Bulls. And Zion on the pink recon for the Pelicans. And those will get top loaded after the break. But Harden for the Rockets. Rui for the Wizards on the pink P. Kevin Porter Jr. on the Rookies and Stars for the Cavs. Thompson for the Warriors. And Rui for the Wizards. Oh, we got something wild here. Johnson for the Spurs. What is it? I think we got a pink Prizm. Luka for the Mavericks. And yeah, pink Prizm of Irving for the Nets. Not numbered, but I'm guessing really tough to pull. LeBron for the Lakers. And a Jaw XR for the Grizzlies. So that's a heck of a blaster. I mean, out of 99, couple Jaws, couple Zions, a pink Prizm. Like, not numbered, just super tough to pull. That's stand worthy. Because, I mean, it's cool. For now. It won't be stand worthy by the time we get to Prizm, but yeah, good first blaster there. Like, really, like, hitting a numbered card's really good. Hitting a Prizm card is insanely good in Chronicles, so here we go. Chronicles is kind of just like, yeah, it's a good little appetizer to get back into basketball. Plus, I mean, you know, given some Zion chase is good, but it's proven to be pretty good today. Johnson for the Suns. Kobe White on the pink Prestige for the Bulls. Leonard for the Clippers on the Rookies and Stars. Irving for the Nets. And Johnson for the Suns. I will say, I can't wait for the day that Chronicles is every card is facing in the right direction. I will be sad, but also very happy. Hunter for the Hawks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker for the Pelicans. Johnson for the Suns. Zion on the recon for the Pelicans. And Luka on the pink marquee for the Mavericks. McLaughlin for the T-Wolves. Martin for the Hornets on the pink. Tybolt on the regular one for the 76ers. Edwards on the threads for the Celtics. And Rui for the Wizards on the marquee. Johnson for the Spurs. And something weird here. I think just a Zion playbook for the Pelicans. Iguodala for the Heat on the optic traded. That's a little bit rare. Durant for the Nets. And none for the Heat. Not the biggest name, obviously. You'd rather have Durant, but like, you know. Rui for the Wizards. Carmelo for Portland on the pink. DeAndre Hunter for the Hawks on the Rookies and Stars. Giannis for the Bucks. And Langford for the Celtics. Tybolt for the 76ers. Davis for the Lakers. Luka for the Mavericks on the playbook. DeAndre Hunter for the Hawks on the XR. And Johnson for the Spurs. I think Johnson picked up in value a little bit, if I remember correctly. Hayes for the Pelicans. PJ Washington for the Hornets on the Pink P. Kobe White for the Bulls on the Rookies and Stars. Jimmy Butler for the Heat. And Tybolt for the 76ers. Well, if Tybolt ever picks up, and got a nice little slew of his stuff here. Yeah, this is another Prizm card. So Doumbia for the Pistons. Like, Prizm's pretty hard to pull. Melly for the Pellies on the rookie. Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers on just the Prizm base update. That's pretty solid. Well, it was at the time at least. Davis for the Lakers. And PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets. So, like, couple Prizm updates out of Chronicles with a numbered card, some decent Zions, some decent Shaws. We'll take that. Good start. Good start. All right. Mosaic time. Let's save the blasters, because I remember, the one thing I do remember is that the blasters we tend to do a little bit better in. Das Collectibles, yes. If you don't see your name on the list, let me know, because you might be in 169. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna open up. Actually, it's a perfect time to throw up the list, because I'm gonna open up all the inners, and then I'll open up all the pinks, and we'll do what we did with football and rip and stack them. Also, if you just let me know like your name and initial, I can let you know what team you've got too. So. God, these are tougher to open than football. Sean, you, I believe, are in the you're in the next break, I believe. You're in 169, so I believe. Let me check. Yes, you're in 169. So perfect. Yeah, if you're not in this one, you're in the. If you're not in this one, you're in the next one. Check your email too. So, but yeah, you're in the next one. I just double check that. So, once we're done this, I might take like just a couple minute break just to reset, because it's just been. We'll be going on about 2.5 hours of being live. Yeah, it filled a lot. So, you might have a second email, I think. As long as again, I'm hoping I copied the right. I did, right? Yeah, I did copy the right names to the list, so. I mean, either way, like it should be, but 167. Yeah, this was correct. Yeah, you're in 169. So, essentially we filled 2 breaks. You all crushed it. So I just kind of went by order number there. If you were over a certain order number, you would be in the other break. Ooh, I think I see a good name on the back of that. Alright. Rip through the pinks. And Zion's will instantly sleeve and top load because we just got one right there. But Holiday for the Pacers, Redick for the Pelicans, and Zion debut on the pink debut for the Pellies. Or no, because there's one card upside down. Inglis for the Jazz. Favors for the Pelicans. Well, Pelicans are just crushing it. Nickeil Alexander-Walker for the Pelicans. I'll just stack them and sleeve them tomorrow or tonight. Probably tomorrow, but Allen for the Nets, Capella for the Rockets, and Malone for the Jazz, right? Yeah. Again, USA Basketball either goes to active team or most games played for. So, believe no one, yeah, Durant's still on his regular team. So, Augustine for the Magic, Love for the Cavs, and Windler for the Cavs. Brown for the Celtics, Matthews for the Bucks, and Shaq. This has got weird like print lines on it. For the Lakers, it's down here. If I can get it to show. There you go. You can kind of see it's a little streaky. It might wipe off completely, to be honest, but I don't know. So, Galloway for the Pistons, Bertans for the Wizards, and Claxton for the Nets. First card being upside down is a little bit crazy here. Leonard for the Clippers, Batum for the Hornets, Porter Jr. for the Cavs, Hood for Portland, Dragic for the Heat, Bird for the Celtics, Powell for the Raptors, DeRozan for the Spurs, Johnson for the Spurs, Lillard for Portland, Tice for the Celtics, Rui for the Wizards, Tilikanov for the Knicks, Knox for the Knicks, and Barkley for the 76ers. And last pack here, Rui. Gasol for the Raptors, Barnes for the Kings, and Rui for the Wizards. So, solid pinks. Not too shabby. And I will sleeve the rookies up after the break. Yep. Alright. Galloway for the Pistons, Lillard for Portland, Westbrook for the Rockets, Grant for the Nuggets, Simmons for the 76ers, and Carter for the Raptors on the USA Basketball. Put that there. There we go. Actually, that's because these piles are messed up. This goes there. This goes here. There we go. Something like that. Yeah. Augustine for the Magic, Brown for the Celtics, Portis for the Knicks, Gordon for the Magic on the green, Trae Young for the Hawks on the gold win, and Martin for the Hornets. Leonard for the Clippers, Hood for Portland, Carter Jr. for the Bulls, Warren for the Pacers, Rodman for the Bulls, Chamberlain for the 76ers, Inglis for the Jazz, Allen for the Nets, Simmons for the 76ers, Gibson for the Knicks, Curry for Golden State on the got game, Colbert for the T-Wolves on the rookie. Got our first silver coming up here. Powell for the Mavericks, Harris for the Nets, Olenek for the Heat. Oh, that's a good silver actually. Young for the Bulls, and Rui silver rookie. Pretty clean, little bit of stuff by his head, but for the Wizards, and Taco Fall on the debut for the Celtics. Good true silver, though, to get. Better than a debut. Above average rookie. You take it. Well, we'll stand him for now. Why does it think that is... Canadian West guy? Yeah. Powell for the Raptors. Drummond for the Pistons. Layman for the T-Wolves. Green MVPs of Harden for the Rockets. Davis for the Lakers. And Garland for the Cavs. Prince for the Nets. Siakam for the Raptors. Ingram for the Pelicans. Diallo for the Thunder. Silver of Burks for Golden State. And Chamberlain for the Lakers. Photos. You have the Pelicans. You have the good team. One of the good teams. So yeah. Unfortunately, some of the basketball logos are tough to fit in small form. It is alphabetical, so top to bottom and then left to right. Collins for Portland, Plumlee for the Nuggets, Horford for the 76ers, but yeah, Langford for the Celtics on the green. Jam Masters of Kemp for OKC, because it's Supersonics, none for the Heat. So, yeah, I'd say you've already had a pretty decent break, so. Brown for the Pistons, McCollum for Portland, Lamb for the Pacers, Beal for the Wizards, Butler for the Heat on the give and go, and Hero on the debut for the Heat. Fultz for the Magic, Walker for the Celtics, Schmidt for the Clippers, Morris for the Knicks on the Mosaic, Paul George for the Clippers, Bobo for the Nuggets. Yeah, you've hit the pink debut. From Mosaic, you've hit a prestige one, a couple other rookies from Chronicles. So you've hit his prestige from Chronicles, his playbook from Chronicles, his recon and his recon pink from Chronicles, I believe. Valanciunas for the Grizzlies, Luka for the Mavericks, put that in the rookie pile. Thompson for the Cavs, Lopez for the Bucks, Dawkins for the 76ers, and Johnson for the Lakers. I mean, obviously you're just hoping for Zion, like anything in regular Prizm at this point. So, Rosier for the Hornets, Lowry for the Raptors, Embiid for the 76ers, Zeller for the Hornets. I got game of Trae Young for the Hawks and RJ Barrett for the Knicks on the rookie. Barrett's probably in the in that pile. Russell for the Warriors, Caldwell Pope for the Lakers, Adebayo for the Heat, George for the Clippers. Jokic for the Nuggets, White for the Bulls. Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies, Bogdanovich for the Jazz, Collins for the Hawks, Schroeder for the Thunder, Fox for the Kings, and Schofield for the Wizards. We're even on time. All right. Vucevic for the Magic, Tatum for the Celtics, Tucker for the Rockets, Millsap for the Nuggets, Jelka for the Kings on the silver, and for the Royals, I forget what team they turned into. They turned into the Kings, right? But yeah, that'll go to whatever team the Cincinnati Royals turned into. I believe they turned into Sacramento. So. It lines up with the name at least. Forbes for the Spurs, Finney-Smith for the Mavericks, Ball for the Pelicans, Jackson Hayes for the Pelicans on the green, Weber for the Kings, and Mann for the Clippers. It's funny how, like, oh, nice. Debut, I think, but still nice. Davis for the Lakers, Giannis for the Bucks, put that over there. Turner for the Pacers, Gallinari for the Thunder, Old School of Maravich for the Celtics, and John Morant for the Grizzlies. Even though it's the debut, we'll suit it up with Shaw. Mills for the Spurs, Teague for the T-Wolves, Aiden for the Suns, Harden for the Rockets, Donovan Mitchell for the Jazz, Kyle Guy for the Kings, Parker for the Hawks, Graham for the Hornets, Thomas for the Wizards, Williams for the Pelicans, Rubio for the Suns on the give and go. Stockton for the Jazz on the Hall of Fame. Beverly for the Clippers. Murray for the Spurs. Aldridge for the Spurs. Malone for the Jazz on the Hall of Fame Mosaic. McCollum for Portland on the Will to Win. Hero for the Heat. I think 4 packs to go. Yep. Green for Golden State. Howard for the Lakers. Leonard for the Heat. Oubre Jr. for the Suns. Again, there's some print lines on Mosaic. Stockton for the Jazz on the old school Mosaic. Hayes for the Pelicans. Like, Mosaic generally will have some print lines on it, so we'll try to call them out as I see them, especially if they're really bad, but just as a heads up, like, there can be a lot of print lines on the cards. Bagley for the Kings, like the Oubre had some, but Morris for the Pistons. Gilgeous-Alexander, like, that's got one right there and one right there. For the Thunder. Ibaka for the Raptors on the green. Davis for the Lakers. That's got a couple little smudges up there. Tybalt for the 76ers. Just if I were to call every single one out that I see, the break could take a while sometimes because, you know, like, just take a little bit longer. Holmes for the Kings. Levine for the Bulls. Gordon for the Rockets. Wall for the Wizards. Jam Masters green of Spud Webb for the Hawks. And Pippen for the Bulls on the USA. Last pack of the cello. White for the Spurs, Wiggins for the T-Wolves, Jones for the Grizzlies, Baines for the Suns, Duncan for the Spurs on the old school, and Edwards for the Celtics. Just gonna move some of the base out of the way here. All right, Blaster 1. Let's see something wild out of the blaster. Hill for the Bucks, Luka for the Mavericks, Butler for the Heat on the give and go, and Rui for the Wizards. Top right corner really doesn't want to open up. Sexton for the Cavs, Valanciunas for the Grizzlies, Jerome for the Suns on the green, Barkley for the 76ers on the Hall of Fame. Smart for the Celtics, Lowry for the Raptors, Dwayne Wade for the Heat on the USA Silver, and Washington Jr. for the Hornets. Not the worst silver to get. He slides off the little stack. Barden for the Nuggets, Rozier for the Hornets, Capella for the Rockets on the green, Melly for the Pellies on the debut. Porter Jr. for the Bulls, McCollum for Portland, Paul George for the Clippers on the Will to Win, and Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies. Robinson for the Heat, Brown for the Pistons, Kuzma for the Lakers on the green. I didn't miss a card there, right? It was McCollum, Porter Jr., McCollum, Kuzma for the Lakers on the green. Maybe one of the next packs has 5 cards, or I just missed one, but I think this has 5. Yeah, this has an extra card, right? Yeah. I think, yeah. All right. Kogi for the T-Wolves, Walker for the Celtics, Kemp for OKC, LeBron James on the MVPs for the Cavs, and Melly for the Pellies. LeBron will put in that pile. Just like something's off. There's only 3 cards, and I was just, you know, you always just second guess yourself. Like, did one stick? Nope, it just didn't show up. Sabonis for the Pacers, Fultz for the Magic, Kobe White for the Bulls on the Mosaic rookie. That's not horrible. And Durant for the Nets. USA Basketball. Next Blasta. Then we'll definitely finish on the we'll finish on retail for Prizm because the guaranteed auto is big. But again, we'll need a little bit of help with Prizm. So just with what to we'll save the sleeves for Prizm for the most part here. So like what I should instantly sleeve, what should get like top loaded, what's stand worthy, whatnot. So. Feel free to reply in chat. Drogic for the Heat, Beverly for the Clippers, Robin for the Bulls on the old school, and Langford for the Celtics. Batum for the Hornets. Harris for the Nets. Iverson for the 76ers in the Hall of Fame green. Harden for the Rockets. Well, so far, Chronicles is showing up Mosaic. So, Capella for the Rockets. Powell for the Mavericks. Got game green of Harden for the Rockets. And Jackson Hayes for the Pellies. Favors for the Pelicans. Drummond for the Pistons. Bertans for the Wizards. Barkley for the 76ers. Tice for the Celtics, Powell for the Raptors, Curry for Golden State, and Davis for the Raptors. Bertans for the Wizards, Hood for Portland, Harrell for the Clippers, and Barrett for the Knicks. That's a good one. Matthews for the Bucks, Leonard for the Clippers, Simmons for the 76ers on the give and go, and Morant for the Grizzlies on the true. Last pack of the Mosaic Blasters, and it's Prizm time. Love for the Cavs, Allen for the Nets, Taco Fall on the green for the Celtics, and Magic Johnson for the Lakers. So, not bad. Not bad. I'd say not the strongest, but like one of those not the best, not the worst type of thing. Let me clear up these at the very least here. There we go. Alright, Prizm time. Obviously start with the Blasters, end with retail. Feel like that's pretty clear. I like how they tried to make the boxes silver. Really leaning into that brand that they've created around silver Prizms. That is arguably the best marketing job in the entire sports card industry, is how Panini marketed silvers to be like this premium parallel that you have to have. So here we go. This is honestly my first look at it, so my first opening at least. Like I've seen some of it opened, but obviously like not enough to fully keep up. So let me know again. Let me know if anything along the way needs to be sleeved or whatnot. So, but yeah, Wall for the Wizards, Levert for the Nets, Randall on the green for the Knicks, and Achua for the Heat. I'm just gonna preemptively sleeve all the rookies just because it's Prizm. And again, if we hit like a parallel or a short print, let me know. Yeah. Bertans for the Wizards. Aldridge for the Spurs. Ooh, instant impact green of Cole Anthony for the Magic. Bradley for the Lakers. Again, if that needs to get sleeved, let me know. As always. Shamet for the Clippers. Crowder for the Heat. Stanley for the Pacers on the pink wave. Prizm rookie, and Toppin for the Knicks. Actually, well, it technically has a rookie logo on it. So if it has a rookie logo, we'll sleeve. Play it safe. which means I'm going to need more sleeves because Prizm will eat up a lot of them. Berea for the Mavericks. Valanciunas for the Grizzlies. Dominance of Donovan Mitchell for the Jazz. And Wendell Carter Jr. for the Bulls. Got a silver. Rozier for the Hornets. Milton for the 76ers. Wood for the Pistons on the silver. And Martin Jr. for the Rockets. And I believe this is a relic. One autograph or relic per blaster. So, green for the Rockets. Mo Bamba on the jersey for the Magic. Sophomore stars of none for the Heat. And Shaq for the Lakers. Again, let me know if any of the bases like needs to be sleeved. I'll get the jersey cards done. Should be 120 points, so 130 should work. Perfect. Blaster number 2. So let me know how that blaster was. I felt like it was kind of below average, but if I'm missing something, then again, please let me know. If there's something that I should get super excited about, let me know. If there's something that I'm too excited about, also let me know. I'll do, again, as I'm sorting this, I'll definitely do a bigger deep dive into what rookies are valuable, what rookies aren't. So next basketball break will be where to go. But I think Pritchard is someone that I know someone's collecting a lot of. So Hunter for the Hawks, Schrader for the Thunder, silver of Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs, and Pritchard for the Celtics. I recognize his name, so because I know someone that's collecting them, but Durant for the Nets. I'll leave that one up just preemptively. Mo Bamba for the Magic. Emergent silver of Hayes for the Pistons, and Tillman for the Grizzlies. Emergent silver of Hayes. I don't know if the Durant's like huge like it was a couple years ago, but preemptively. Another silver. Simmons for the Trailblazers, Jokic for the Nuggets. Silver of DeRozan for the Spurs, and Love for the Cavs. Do we have like a hot blaster here? Because that's our third silver. And we're 3 packs in. Seems a little wild there. Here's our relic. Mills for the Spurs. Capella for the Hawks on the sensational napkin cloth. Yeah, it's for the Hawks. Drexler for USA on the USA thing. I'll go to most games played for. Again, not super familiar with basketball. I'll look it up after and have the list ready for next week. But I'll go to whatever team he played the most games for because he's not an active player. And Magic Johnson for the Lakers. That there. That's cool though. The like stars on it. So. And I just forget. I like recognize the name. Don't know teams off by heart. Like basketball growing up, but never like really followed the NBA type of thing. So Covington for the Rockets, Porter Jr. for the Bulls, McDaniels for the T-Wolves on the green Prizm rookie, and Lee for the Pistons. I love the background for the Prizm rookies where it's like the team colors. Looks really sharp. DiVincenzo for the Bucks, Conley for the Jazz, Maxey for the 76ers on the instant impact, and Hood for Portland. That's is that some sort of like variation? I'm guessing like a full border, kind of fuller. Are we going Pokemon in here? I feel like that's some sort of variation. I wish they marked it, but yeah. Again, let me know because that seems like it's a variation. So actually, I can check the blaster quickly. Oh, error card, just normal base? Okay. Thanks. I mean, honestly, they should make that into a parallel next year. Cause that's really cool. Oh yeah, you can see where the silver cuts off. Here we go, retail time. So again, apologies. I tried to look up as much as I could. Like, it's a really cool looking card, you know? All right, there we go. Okay, remember when, you know, you'd go to the store and the retail boxes were like this, and you'd still see packs in them? Yeah, nowadays, good luck. Empty. Find one autograph and 12 prisms. Well, I hope we do. I need to grab more card sleeves because I underestimated just how many that we'll need tonight. So, 1 second. That should be enough for this break, then I can get them set up after. Here we go. Oh, they are, of course, upside down. Here we go. Iverson for the 76ers, Horford for the 76ers. Red Wave of Robinson for the Heat. Not numbered on those, I believe. Yeah. And Hampton for the Nuggets. Dynasty, who are the big, like, obviously Lonzo Ball. Who are the big rookies outside of him? I think I went left side. I don't know what side I went. Oladipo for the Pacers. Siakam for the Raptors. Dominance of Harden for the Rockets. Lee for the Pistons. Caldwell Pope for the Lakers. Giannis for the Bucks. We'll definitely see. Oh, that's big. Luka Silver for the Mavericks. Layman for the T-Wolves. Luka Silver coming in hot. Wiseman. Yeah, Wiseman. I remember Wiseman as well. Halliburton. Okay. Well, we'll move this one off for now. Cole Anthony. Okay, cool. The Luka Silver seems... Like, the Luka Silver's good, right? Like, they're still nuts value-wise. Like, kind of what they were last year. Hayes for the Pelicans. Murray for the Spurs. Rui on the Sophomore Stars for the Wizards. And Flynn for the Raptors. Quickly, Williams. Okay. Cool. Griffin for the Pistons. Wade for the Heat. Ibaka for the Raptors. That's definitely off-center on the Red Wave, but looks cool. Beal for the Wizards. Hampton Anthony. Okay, cool. Gay for the Spurs. Adebayo for the Heat. Instant Impact of Pokasevsky for the Thunder. And Nwora for the Bucks. Johnson for the Suns. Robinson for the Heat. Emergent of Bane for the Grizzlies. And Fournier for the Magic. I feel like this is going to be one of those crops that takes a couple years to fully, like just based off of the basic comments of people that I've seen, like, it's going to take a little bit for it to fully reach its potential, but it'll be good. Like, I don't recognize names, but I know people have said the rookie class is solid this year. O'Neal for the Jazz. Murray for the Nuggets. Dominance of Steph Curry for Golden State. And Edwards for the T-Wolves. That's a good one. So, in other words, I should probably top load the Edwards right away. Dort for the Thunder. Rodman for the Bulls. Silver of Ramsey for the Kings on the rookie. And Smith for the Suns. Probably not the silver rookie you're looking for, but... yeah, I'll have to go back through and check the Prizm base price. Williams, Wiseman, Halliburton, Hampton, cool. Duncan for the Spurs. Young for the Bulls. Silver of Ingram for the Pelicans. And Tillman for the Grizzlies. Yeah, we'll sleeve it. That's what we've been doing the whole time, so... we should finish just in time for the next break, so be a little bit behind, but again. Graham for the Hornets, Herter for the Hawks, Red Wave of Ross for the Magic, and Love for the Cavs. Harris for the Nuggets, Green for the Lakers, Okongwu for the Hawks on the Emergent, and Johnson for the Lakers. And if it's got a rookie logo, I'm just going to slap a sleeve on it for right now because it's the easiest way. And then over time, I'll be able to realize what is and what isn't. You can buy it for the Pistons, Nance Jr. for the Cavs, Green of Zubac for the Clippers, and yeah, so there's the hood. That is still like, that would be a sick parallel. Like, honestly, they need to do that. Gallinari for the Thunder, Seth Curry for the Mavericks, Drexler again on the USA, Fultz for the Magic, White for the Bulls, Butler for the Heat, Pokusevsky for the Thunder on the Green Emergent, and Lewis for the Pellies. I will sleeve this one then. We'll top load. All right, a few more to go. Harris for the Nets. Nowitzki for the Mavericks. Maxey for the 76ers. And Van Vliet for the Raptors. Seeing that Dirk is Dirk I'm familiar with. Like those mid kind of like late 2000s, mid 2000s basketball, a little bit more familiar with. Thompson for Golden State. Draymond Green for Golden State. Silver of Portis for the Knicks. And Pritchard for the Celtics. Packs left. There's a Maxey coming up. Porter Jr. for the Nuggets. Basley for the Thunder. Lowry on the silver for the Raptors. And Maxey for the 76ers. You definitely get a lot of value out of a retail box of Prizm. Like lots of parallels. Lots of rookies. Just hitting the right ones. Lopez for the Bucks, Jackson for the Grizzlies, Red Wave of Bridges for the Suns, that one's off-centered, Okoro for the Cavs, Bogdanovich for the Jazz, Gordon for the Magic, McDaniels for the T-Wolves, and Barrett for the Knicks. Four packs left. Monk for the Hornets, Jellica for the Kings, Green of George Hill for the Bucks, and Bay for the Pistons. I think that Lucas Silver is going to end up being our best pull, though. Delavdova for the Cavs. Oh, That's points, so that'll be randomed at the end of the break. Sorry, I just gotta take the QR code off. 600 points, actually, that's pretty good. Siakam for the Raptors on the Thunder, and Okongwu for the Hawks. So, sorry, I forgot there were points in this. So that'll be a random 32 team, or 30 team random, sorry, not football. Harrell for the Clippers, Favor for the Pelicans, Thompson for the Cavs on the silver, and Kuzma for the Lakers. That means we don't have an auto in here, right? If we got points, we don't have an auto? Or is the auto still in the last pack? Teague for the Hawks, Mude for the Jazz, silver of Steph Curry on the USA for Golden State, and Harris for the 76ers. Yeah, I guess the points override the auto there. So that'll be a 30-team random. Which is, 600 points isn't bad, right? Like, it's not horrible. So, let's pull that up. All right. So, yeah. So like that pays for a lot. Here we go. Like I have 400 points kicking around. So 3 times whoever's on top gets it. Once, twice, and 3rd time. Justin Kolobong to be exact. The points are yours. So yeah, I think you take it over an auto a lot of the time. So Justin, I am just going to put this away, but that is 167. So I mean, Lucas Silver, nice 99 at Tybal. Overall, I think pretty solid. Not the best, not the worst. So here we go. Yeah, that's 167 there.